says, if I had one piece of advice to give to the young people of St Patrick's College regarding being more inclusive, it would be?
Just to get involved in everything and just include, get everyone around.
Get involved with things the college has to offer, like sports and culture.
Well, I think being inclusive is knowing that everyone thinks a little different. And even though some of your mates might like the same things, understand that everyone thinks and likes different things, and I think that could help us kind of get along a little better.
It's interesting, you look at the two of us, two white bearded men sat here together and think that there's a relative homogeneous, but I think that if you were to get to know people and break down barriers and get to know me and then get to know Mr. Kenny, you would learn that there's a lot more diversity here than originally meets the eye. And so I think the greatest piece of advice I can give to anyone when it comes to inclusivity is to get to know one another, talk to someone and actually break down the barriers through communication.
I think definitely just like getting out there, remembering that not everyone comes from the same space as you have, and just being really mindful of that and how you go about your day, making sure that you're using inclusive language around everyone, and just sort of being cognizant of, what you're saying to other people.
Alright. Do I believe everyone at St Patrick's College feels accepted and part of the community?
I think for the most part we're making some really good strides, but I think we've still got a long way to go.
I agree. I think there are some places or some spaces in the college that are very inclusive. As a whole, I don't think we're there yet, but I do think it's something that's very achievable for us to create. We just need to all buy into that.
Yeah, I think maybe not everyone will feel connected to this community every day. So I think we should all make an effort to include these people in the year of inclusion. So yeah.
What would I say? What does an inclusive community look like to me?
So what does inclusive community look like to me? It looks like a place where everyone is happy to come to. Everyone feels that when they come here they're safe. They feel included in it with everybody else. And it's a melting pot of talents and skills. So everyone brings their own talents and their own skills, and we add it together, and it makes the place as good a place it is.
Just including everyone, making everyone feel happy.
Yeah, accepting the boys in, get them around.
I think an inclusive community looks like an environment where each and every person in there is quite diverse and has diverse qualities. So all together it can all be, all understand each other well.
I think at St Pat's we're pretty lucky to have a very wide range of different activities that support participation for all people. I think it's really important that we break down the physical and social barriers that limit participation for all students.
Gentlemen, welcome to You Can Ask That, and I hope that you've enjoyed some of the answers that you've heard. Just to finish off with, I'm going to answer question 1, which is, do I believe that everyone at St Patrick's College feels accepted and welcomed? It might surprise you when I say I'm going to say no, because I think every day there are young men who walk through our gates, as with any community, with different struggles, and some days they do feel accepted and welcomed, and other days they don't. And it's on those days they don't, that's when we need to be most mindful and compassionate, and we need to see those people, and we need to ensure that we do what we can to assist them. There are plenty of families and young men and young people who walk into my office on a weekly basis that we need to work with to help feel part of this community. Gentlemen, a big part of how we move forward to ensure that we continue to assist everyone to feel accepted and welcome is student voice. So across the course of the year, my challenge to the senior cohort is to make sure they do lots of episodes of You Can Ask That Question. And I hope that you always feel you can come forward to us as staff and ask that question. You're going to now hear from your seniors around the different options for student voice, because you need to stand up and you need to have a voice if this community truly does become welcoming and inclusive of everyone. Welcome to Men of Action Week.